Zach Maslany now making his way to the stage. Maslany in the black and white. Expect fireworks, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Zach from 10th Planet Bethlehem.
10th Planet Bethlehem.
Veritable dream team of killers.
Him and JM
Yes, sir.
holding down the fort at 10th Planet Bethlehem.
Great technique. He's
He's a beast. He's a savage.
excellent coaches, I have to say. Great guys, JM and Zach.
That's a beautiful.
Great guys, JM and Zach.
Veritable dream team of killers.
He's a beast. He's a savage.
Zach from 10th Planet Bethlehem.
10th Planet Bethlehem. It's 10th Planet Bethlehem. It's a bit.
Great technique. He's
It's a bit. It's 10th Planet Bethlehem.
Yeah, I'm one of them pretty rappers. Fuck if I really have to. I'll really slap you. King of Detroit, who they name in the city at? What? Scandalous partners. Who's grabbing hammers to hard shit?
Got the Christmas mug going this morning, or this afternoon. Merry Christmas.
Even all of you cat shit and kittens, I gotta dish you. My niggas be cocking pistols, shot and split you. Fuck splitting the profits with what? 6%? Of y'all niggas is just pretend. Clicks with clicks, pussy niggas stick with dicks. Niggas act bully and blast for the fast penny. My auto is fully. Plenty of you niggas pack a semi. Speak dark, show you.
What up? Zach's Corner Podcast, Volume 20, Episode 20. What's up, guys? I'm trying the Instagram live thing, throwing that up, so it's kind of recording me. I can't see what it's looking at, but maybe it sees me. So what's up, everybody? I'm trying to stay consistent with the podcast tip. We just put out the last Finishers podcast with Laura and Thor. Like JM said, the hottest couple in Jiu-Jitsu. So at Ross the Boss throwing it up for us, mixing it up together for us. The Finishers podcast, we just put that out, so check that out on iTunes too. I'm going to try to get, does anyone listen to podcasts on like Spotify or SoundCloud? I know some people only upload to SoundCloud. I'm not sure if they're on iTunes. Maybe they do both though. I think maybe, I don't know. I got to check it out. I know it costs money. I was doing mine to SoundCloud, but now it just says, every time we upload, it just says error. So I don't know. I got to look into that. But well, hopefully one day we'll get it on. But shout out to my bro, Paul, who's been mixing it up for me on this podcast. Putting it together. If any of you guys out there like thinking like, yo, if Zach can do it, he's an idiot. I should have my own podcast. You can go and actually have your own podcast. You could just go on and get, this is just Adobe Audition, I guess. You could just go on and get Adobe Audition, record yourself talking, and then my brother, Paul, will mix it up for you. He always puts his information at the end of the podcast, so listen up for that. So I know a lot of you guys, I know Mike Henninger's working on a podcast. I know Ross is working on his own podcast. I know a bunch of people who do podcasts. Shout out to Fabian Ramirez. He's got I think it's called Four Stringers or something podcast. Who else has a podcast? I know JM's looking at doing his own podcast. I know Never Again Radio. Shout out to Mike Fauerbach. You know, his is super legit, one of the most high-level podcasts in this area, so he's killing it. So if you're interested in doing your own, do it. Like, this is like free advertisement for me. Obviously, I'm just advertising all the stuff we're doing, but I'm always just, you know, the more I can put it out there into the universe, I feel like the better. And as long as I don't say anything too stupid, we'll keep rocking it. So what we do this weekend? We got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. But this weekend, Bryant fought in New Jersey. Shout out to Brian Paban. He's one of our blue belts. He did really good, but he lost a decision. So there's a bunch of stuff that I want to work with him. So, but Bryant, he's like right there. He's the man, and he's got so much potential. And he's got a great attitude about it. Like, obviously, he's not satisfied, and he's upset about losing. He wants to win, but he's going to go back and keep working. So I think Brian, like I said, has got a bunch of potential. We just got to just keep grinding. It's the losses. Your losses don't define you. It's the what you do after you lose, like how you come back from it. Whether you keep going out there and keep pushing yourself and keep trying to get better and working on the things, or you just stay the same and eventually you fall out and you don't train anymore. So there's that. So shout out to Brian for going out there. He was fighting at a Dead Series MMA in somewhere in New Jersey. I forget where it was. Oh, it was at the iPlay Arena. Dude, I want an iPlay Arena around here. Those things are sick. There was so much stuff. It looks like almost like starters or I don't even know what's the other place called in Bethlehem. I can't remember, but it looks like a way cooler, way funner version of that, except everything is super expensive. Beers were like $9 or something like that. Maybe not that expensive. They were pretty damn expensive. And then we taught a seminar in Washington, D.C. Shout out to Stay and Flux out there. Chris Torres and Colleen had us through again. So that was a lot of fun. And I think we're really starting to hone in our seminars. Me and JM been teaching all over the place. So very blessed to be able to do that. Yeah, we're starting to get better at teaching seminars, I think. Like JM really did a really good one yesterday. Put in a whole bunch of, basically going from how to go from half guard, how to get your leg out, how to do the stomp. And we're just getting better at teaching. The more you teach, the better you get at it, the more comfortable you get, and the easier it is to get things across. Easier it is to get things like, where it's easier to get it across to your audience, and that's tough to do. That's why I practice. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm always going to be involved in jiu-jitsu, but I like talking. I like talking shit. So maybe one day, like I do commentary for MMA fights. I've done a couple jiu-jitsu tournaments. I usually leave that to the pros, like Big J. He's the man at that. But I like doing MMA fights. I like doing this podcast, and I don't know where it's going to lead. So I just keep doing it because, one day if I'm too old to like just do jiu-jitsu all the time like I'm doing now, then, I definitely want to be able to transition and other stuff. So we'll see what happens. But that's why one of the reasons why I do this podcast. And I know it's, just like I said, just putting it out there and putting it down to the universe per se. Hopefully, if anyone listens to it and benefits from it, great. But I'm also getting practice, and I don't really care. I'm not embarrassed to put myself out there. It's whatever. You either like it or you don't. It's kind of like train or don't. You feel me? What do we got coming up? We do have a seminar coming up. Let me check some dates. Let me go to the old calendabra over here. We have a seminar. Well, this weekend coming up, we have a seminar at our school going down. Joey Hawes, my boy, your friend from California, LA Jiu-Jitsu Club, brown belt under the legendary John Jacques Machado, will be out at our school. That is this Sunday, the 31st. So if you're interested in learning the Wim Hof Method, then you're a dumbass if you don't come to this, because it's not coming to your area, this area very often. Joey trained under Wim Hof. Go on his Instagram. Just look up Joey Hawes, Hauss, I think. I don't know. If you just search Joey Hawes, you'll see a guy, right? Or just DM me. But I've been tagging him in all my stuff and all the 10 Planet Bethlehem stuff and all the flyers that we've been posting up for it. So he's going to come through. It's a 4-hour seminar. You're going to learn some breathing techniques. You're going to learn a bunch of stuff. It looks like they're learning about some of the, if you ever seen Hicks and Gracie and the Choke documentary and all that stuff, like if you just see the breathing technique, you want to look into that, right? The breath of fire and all that. But this is, I don't know. I can't break it down to a science. Like, I don't know the exact stuff, but, Joey's a super motivational guy. I'm going to try to get him on the podcast. Those breathing techniques do a lot for you. It helps regulate your system and stuff. Like, I have to have him explain it because I sound like an idiot even trying to explain it. Doesn't make any sense. But I'll have Joey explain it all. Hopefully, like I said, I'll get him on the podcast. And then what else is going to happen? We're going to, then he does the ice bath, obviously. And the ice bath's going to be insane. The ice bath's going to be crazy. Like, I'm nervous to do it. I'm not going to lie. You have to get into an ice bath. And I've tried the ice bath before. I think I might have told the story where I jumped in the ice bath at Dan's. We just used a trash can. I jumped in and I was in there for about 30 seconds and had to get out. So at least I made it 30 seconds. Now I just have to go another minute and a half. And I know he's not going to force anyone to do anything, but, this is like stepping out of my comfort zone and something that I want to do. I want to learn this stuff. I think, I've had a couple people try to show me breathing stuff, and I always was interested in it. And I feel like, maybe it can help, other people calm with anxiety. And like, if you do something, go out there and do something tough, or you're kind of scared of, the feeling afterwards when you get it done, it's just like, yes, I freaking did that. I can't believe I did that. So, and I'm scared. Like, I'm even scared. I even get anxiety when I go to the cryo lab. I'm nervous there too, but I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just run with it, and let's see what happens. Anyways, that is the 31st. We're actually going to UFC on the 30th. Big fight card. Actually, I don't even know who's fighting. I haven't even had time to look into it, but I should probably pull that up. Can I pull that up? Maybe I should pull that up. I want to see who's fighting, but my boy over at Lanky Fight Gear. I'm gonna yeah, freeze your balls up. Deep breaths. Deep. The phone keeps falling. I'm trying to keep it up, but actually I'm gonna cut the live vid now and just keep recording the podcast. This will be out eventually. But I appreciate you guys listening and stuff like that. And yeah, shout out to Renee. Shout out to Padilla, my boy Mike Padilla, who's listening over there, Padilla BJJ. Shout out to Hene Souza. He's killing it over in college and shit like that. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to your mama. I'll talk to you guys soon. Boom. Got it. Right? That was cool. I went live. I had 38 viewers. That's not very much at all. But this is the first time I ever went live. So I know the phone fell a couple of times. Let's see if I can go on. I was live. Let me check it. Oh, it'll be available soon. So we'll go back and check that. But yeah, so Wim Hof, we did the live video. So we're engaging the fans out there, or whatever you want to call them, listeners, probably not fans, but yeah, maybe fans. I'm a fan of a lot of people, I guess you would say. People are like, I'm not a fan of anyone. Dude, I'm big fans of people, man. I'm a huge fan of Grace Gundrum. Good segue, because Grace has been back training. She's wrestling 3 times a week. She's doing jiu-jitsu 3-4 times a week. So Grace is just killing it. She's the animal. She's the silent assassin, the light, the way, the franchise. She's everything, right? She's the man. So I can't wait to see Grace. Next Wednesday, we leave. They're leaving a little bit earlier than us, but next Wednesday, me and JM will be driving to DC, probably taking a flight from DC all the way over to Tokyo, Japan. So I'm really excited for that. I'm also, again, nervous because it's a 14-hour flight or some crap like that, and I'm scared of shit like that. But I'm gonna do it anyways because I don't care. So we're just gonna do it, and it's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get over to Japan for a few days and just be on the other side of the flat earth. So that's going to be nuts. But Tokyo, right? That's where we're going to, Tokyo. So I've been doing some research, too, on bowing and some of the different cultural stuff. But actually, through jiu-jitsu, which is really cool, there's a bunch of people over there that already, either trained at 10th Planet Tokyo Hotbox that was going down. And then there's another guy that I met through the dudes over at Animals MMA. Met him online, so we're going to get a hotel and all that stuff, and then we're going to roll over. But shout out to my boy Carlton, United pilot, and is just a man, has been hooking us up. So, yeah, Carlton's a freaking man. I love that guy. He's hooked us up with these flights. Not free, obviously, but like a buddy pass type thing. So, hey, we're making it work. We're over here slanging deals, hooking people up, so on and so forth. So, Grace is on the quintet team, along with Fabiana Georget. I think that's how you say it. She's from 10th Planet Boulder. Let me just pull up the squadron right now. Liz Smaja Cruz, right? That's or Lila, right? She's the best, right? I love Lila. She's been one of our friends since we started going out there. Married to Eric Cruz Campella. I've always been a fan of his, man. Super cool dude. Still competes, throws down with the young guns. One of the guys who's Eddie's raps in the Smoke Serpent band. So I love them too. I hope Eric's going. I forget whether she said he's going or not, but Eric is the man. Liz Kamarush. I think I met her maybe when I was out in San Diego, but obviously fought in UFC, still fights in UFC, so she's a beast. And yeah, I can't wait to see that go down. And then Elvira Karpinen, I got to hang out with her a bunch. She's from Finland. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's nuts, their team. And then they're going to be facing, I don't know a lot of the other people. I know that, let's see here, Sarah McMahon's on one of the teams. I know that, who is this? Miyu Yamamoto? Miyu? Yeah, I think I don't know how to say some of their names, but she's pretty good. Obviously, a lot of these people are good. Where is the one woman? It's all women's, obviously. Iori? No, not her, but I'll follow her. If you go through, I'm going down on is this her? Yeah. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt competitor, world champion 4 times, follow. She is Rikako BJJ. What is her name? It is Rikako. Yeah, dang, I can't read. It's blurry. It's pissing me off. It's blurry. I can't tell what her name is. But anyway, she's really good. I believe she was an EBI, I think. So it's just, it's really cool. It's really cool. I'm really excited it's going to be nuts, dude. I got to be, I'm going to be in the crowd for that one, tagging along. I'm just freaking pumped. It's going to be nuts. Tokyo. I never thought that I would be going. When I was working construction and shit, I never thought I'd be going to Tokyo, ever. I never thought I'd be going to the UK, which we were hopefully going to do in July. Like, I never thought I'd be doing any of this shit. I really didn't. I could picture always being a part of something cool, but I could never picture actually doing it. Like, you don't know. you don't know what can turn up in your life. You just have to keep slanging. You have to keep going and just doing it and just seeing what you can make out of it. I really can't believe sometimes how far we've got. And I know there's still a long way to go. There's more that I want to be a part of, and I just can't wait to keep pushing the bill and to keep helping other people, get out there and do their thing too. The more the merrier. The more together we are doing this, the better it's going to be. It's more fun when we're all doing it together and we're all in there slanging and, everybody's working together, and it's the same dudes that have been working together since forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things, man, where I don't know. It's like almost like sucks because like I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want anyone to ever get upset that like I feel like I'm bragging or boasting or anything like that. I'm just like, I'm really excited, and I'm really pumped to just keep this whole thing going. You know what I mean? Just keep doing it. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know. I'm just like freaking babbling right now, but it's just I'm on coffee number 2, by the way. I'm just babbling, but hey, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Let's move on. Let's see what else can we talk about. Oh yeah, and just like, motivational stuff. And I know people make fun of like motivational shit, like, oh, what makes you a motivational thing? I'm just speaking from the heart and like what I've been through, and if that motivates anybody, awesome. If not, fuck it. You know what I mean? But listen, for those of you guys who do, like, if you're feeling like you're making excuses about stuff, like, really, honestly, I heard someone just say this, and this just makes a lot of sense to me, but if it means enough to you, you'll make it happen. You'll figure out a way. Like, don't, if someone's telling you no for something, just don't take no for an answer. Just keep going. Just keep pushing. Just keep trying to do it. You know what I mean? Like, we have to, we get stuck in situations where it seems like it's going to be a no, but then we just divert to the next thing. And that's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning a lot. I'm going to start working also too. I want to get more guests on the show too. And I want to get some people on that could just, I want to get Bill on. I'm going to get Joey on, like other guys who are like, pretty motivational and smarter than me and can say it more eloquently is what I mean, what I meant to say. So anyways, what else is going on? We're teaching a seminar in Boston. That's what I was going to talk about. We're teaching a seminar in Boston, April 12th. It is at the Fuji Gym, so if you want more information, shoot me a DM. It's in actually Wakefield, Massachusetts, which I think is like close to Boston. So we're actually filming a DVD thing for BJJ Fanatics. Another really cool opportunity that I can't believe I got. So I'm going to make the best of that and really give everybody the best, moves that I can do and the best, version of, mine and JM's Jiu-Jitsu is going to be, I just can't wait to jump on it, man. We're just going to, we're going to throw it down. I'm going to be writing up a whole bunch of stuff for it and like then teaching a seminar there, like baffles me, but I'm pumped for it. And then the weekend after that, I'm going to see Twiddle. Not that you guys care about that. There's for all the guys out there that listen to this, that come to my school and everything, like the purple belts and guys I've been busting your chops about just taking all these matches and just nonstop taking matches. Here's the thing, like, I'm telling you guys to like slow down a little bit. Just take your time and like take better care of yourself and like don't do just every random thing. Like, start being picky a little bit. At first, you might have to just take every opportunity you can, but eventually start being a little more picky. Don't just do everything, right? Like, it's okay to be like, okay, I'm not going to do that one. Let's do this one. All right, I did that one already. Proved my point. Let me try this one. Like, get your name out there, and then once you start getting into, the actual finishers tournament or like you're in the GGL or you're in the Sogi tournament or whatever, and you start going into these pro level tournaments for cash and you're like doing well and winning a match or two, it takes a while, right? Like, a good example is Gabe. Like, Gabe didn't compete for a while, started competing, got really good. Joe was jumping in random comps, like had some success, win, lose, right? And then started getting into the finishers tournament. And then he's been competing in there, competing at ADCC, picking up wins, doing good against high-level guys. And he did it the right way, worked his way up. He didn't try to jump too far ahead or just take every single random match. Same with Thor. Like, Thor worked his way up, hit the good fights, did a couple of Nagas, did the Grapplers quest when it was around, super fight here and there. Not every match is a damn super fight, or you're in every single tournament every single weekend. You're not giving yourself a chance to get good. You have to give yourself an opportunity to go back to school and really work on the things that you need to work on and not just going out there with the same shit every weekend, because eventually you get figured out. And that's usually what happens, right? There's one guy on the face of earth that can compete every weekend all the time and pick up almost every win is Keith Krikorian. He's insane. I've never seen anyone else do anything like that, take over 100 wins in a year and everything. I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but dude, insane. So yeah, keep an eye out for Keith Krikorian. If you don't know him, wake up. You're an idiot. So Keith Krikorian's the friggin' man, but no one else can do that. So you got to just, take your time, take your shine. But what else we got coming up? We released a new Finishers website, so check out finisherjujitsu.com. It's a new website drop on my boy Sean. Helped us out with it. I think it's sick. It's got like the history of finishers. It's got all that stuff up there. It's got a place where you can register for our next tournament. So all ladies out there that have been trying to get into pro jiu-jitsu sub-only competition, like this is a great place to cut your teeth. Like we got some in the main bracket, we got some EBI vets coming in and that are not going to be messing around. So this is pro level shit. So this ain't your mama's sub-only tournament over here or your grandma's sub-only tournament. Let me just bust out the thing right here. We got a couple confirmed people already. Grace Gundrum, as long as she's healthy, she's in. Danielle Kelly, CC Mena, Trinity Pun, Juliana D'Antonio, Sophie Casella, Chelsea Mappa, and more. There's even more people in there. And Danielle Kelly and Nina Navid were both in EBI. So look those two to be favorites. And then we got a bunch of young guns in there, like Randy Miley, Juliana D'Antonio. They're like young girls. They may be blue belts, but they've been training for a long time. They wrestle. They do all these different things. So, and there's a couple people I gotta talk to yet. But yeah, so it's shaping up to be cool. And we're gonna have we'll probably have 18 women's super fights going down too, and we'll pump that up big time too. We'll get all the pictures out there, the flyers like we usually do, and we just keep pumping up the athletes. And we appreciate everybody coming through and everybody coming to watch. Probably be $20 to get in. Oh, I didn't even give you guys a date because I'm an idiot. It's the May 26th, and that's going to be at Pure Mixed Martial Arts, which is our normal home out there in Rockaway, New Jersey. So I'm really excited to see the women throw down. It's going to be an epic division. And you know what? Like a lot of people are like, yo, hit up this person. Yo, hit up that person. I don't really hit people up, to be honest with you. I let people hit me up, and I kind of take the people who really want to be in it. If you, for some reason, didn't hear about it, oh, well. So I'm sorry, we try our best with the promotions and stuff with what we got, but honestly, we don't even really make that much money off this. We on the open tournament we do, but the regular tournament we don't, the pro tournament we probably lose money. The sponsorship money and the money that comes in from the door goes to pay the ladies this time $2,500. So yeah, that's going to be nuts. So check out the Finishers website for updates on that. You can always follow all of my 9,000 Instagrams. Zach Maslany, 10th Planet Betham, Finishers Podcast, Finishers Jiu-Jitsu, Finishers MMA TV, Finishers Sub Only, Finishers everything, Finishers the world. So Finishers Enterprises, that's not one. There's a lot of Finisher stuff. So it's cool. Like the branding, I feel like we lucked out with the branding of this. Like, if you're trying to open your own shit or run your own stuff, think about that. I've just started slightly diving into that a little bit, understanding branding and all that stuff, and how you brand yourself and everything. And I think we kind of do it by default by having these logos and teams and people wear the shirts, and then all of a sudden it's the same stuff. And now you created this little pocket of you can put out material podcast. Everything is named, we kept a lot of stuff named Finishers, the school's named Finishers MMA. So I just drinking some coffee out of my Santa Claus mug here, or it's not Santa Claus, it's a Christmas teddy bear mug. So, yeah, so we can pretty much brand it. It's cool. I gotta look into more of the Gary Vee stuff. I got the last 2 books. I listened to one on, actually I listened to both of them on Audible. So that's pretty cool. I got to get more into Audible too. I am reading some books, but I've been busy, but I feel this 14-hour trip to Japan where I'm going to gargle a bunch of melatonin right before, make a melatonin smoothie, and take this flight. If I don't sleep the whole thing, I'm definitely going to want to read. So I'm going to bring a couple books along. I might scoop a new book on branding or something like that. Maybe a new business book. I'm really digging the business books. JM's reading a bunch of business books too, which is really cool. So might have to hit up Barnes and Nobles or one of those spots and check into that. So What else is coming up? What else can I talk about? Oh, I got it. Meet Ned. So if you never heard of this, like it's a full spectrum hemp oil. And those of you guys out there that are looking into CBDs and hemp oil and all that stuff, do your research on this one. Hemp oil and CBD oil is different, like two different things. Like you want to look into it. Hemp oil is a little bit different. I can't explain the science of all this stuff. But I know that I take this hemp oil. This one is made in Colorado. It's all natural, no additives or anything like that. And it's Ned. It's Meet Ned. So just Google that. I'm going to be posting up more about it, but we're going to be carrying this at the school. Yeah, so this is the one that I get is 750 milligrams. And then there's one in the middle, or there's one higher than that, and there's one lower than that. And it's like I said, it's different. It's full spectrum hemp oil. It's different from the CBD oil or CBD rub and stuff like that. They have a rub too, and we're getting some of that in too. But we'll look into more of that, and I might even try to have maybe one of the owners, or I think it's excuse me, I just burped. I think it's a woman is the actual owner of this, and I'm going to reach out to her when I talk to her, and I'd love to have her on the podcast just so I can understand more about it, because I'm a little confused, I'm not going to lie, and this stuff it doesn't get you high or anything like that. It's not like smoking a joint or anything like that. It's like, it may make you tired. Like, I don't really feel the effects of it, to be honest, but, I don't like get more tired. Usually when I take it, I'm sleepy anyways. So, but, I do feel that it helps me. I feel like, it relieves inflammation and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm going to have her on to talk about it. Like I said, I'm doing a horrible job of explaining this kind of stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have this podcast, because the stuff that I'm confused about, I'm just going to look into it, if you will, and see if we can, together learn more about this shit. Like, I definitely want to learn more about this. I want to have, like I said, a lot of people on here that are way smarter than me that can explain this type shit and explain to you exactly what's going on. But yeah, so I know I've said but like 100 times, but I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm pretty hungry, so I want to go scoop something to eat so I can come back, do some more work. And then it's 1:30 already, and I got it ready to go teach class. So I appreciate all you guys listening. Like I said, check out the Finishers podcast. We just put one up. And for more information on anything, you guys can just follow me on Instagram at Zach Maslany. And you probably are already if you listen to the podcast, but I have to say that anyways. If you're interested in Fuji mats, you can hit me up for those too. I'll hook you up with my boy Patrick over at Fuji, and we'll get your school all set up to look dope and sick and gangster and fly and whatever else the kids are saying. So I appreciate you guys listening. And this has been Zach's Corner Podcast. Peace. What's up, guys? Zach here from the Finishers Podcast and from this podcast, Zach's Corner Podcast. And this podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, the Grapplers Guide 3.0. Just go to thegrapplersguide.com, check it out. Actually, instead of going to thegrapplersguide.com, you can go to me on Instagram at Zach Maslany. Click the link in my bio. Under there, there'll be a spot that says Grapplers Guide. If you click that link and go to the Grapplers Guide, you can get 30% off. Use the promo code Finishers too. You can get 30% off a lifetime membership, and I know there's some other deals with that too. So check out the Grapplers Guide. It's probably the largest grappling website that there is. Jason Scully, shout out to him. We filmed a bunch of videos on there. So if you're looking for the 10 Planet warm-ups, they're on there. If you're like, dude, my open guard sucks ass, I need to figure some shit out, they're gonna give you some ideas right there. Back attacks program, turtle and crucifix program, truck program, arm lock series. If you do gi for some odd reason, they got shit on there. If you're like trying to wrist lock people and piss them off, they got that on there. They also have what I really like is the outside experts. Not only do you get our stuff, but you get Riley Bodycomb, Dan Koval, Aaron Millam, Craig Jones, Wilson Hayes, Travis Stevens. You want to get your judo up, we're going to be down there. Lachlan Giles. If you want to get your guillotine up, learn from Josh Hinger. So check out the Grapplers Guide. Use the promo code Finishers. Or like I said, go to Instagram, click the link in my bio, and then click where it says Grapplers Guide, use the promo code Finishers, and you're good to go. Get your learn on, motherfucker!
Hey, everybody. This is Paul Maslany, Zach's little brother. I am Zach's podcast producer for Zach's Corner. I produce podcasts for multiple shows. Anyone who's interested in starting their own podcast, producing a podcast, they need a podcast producer, they need someone to help them with audio for anything. I do a little bit of video production with it. We can get audio tracks and stuff up onto YouTube. You know, there's one-time deals. We could do hourly rates. I have packages. They're all custom built depending on what you want and what you need. I can help with one episode. I can help sign on for a whole season. It's whatever you're looking for. Maybe you just want me to show you how to do the basics and help you launch your podcast. Then you can take over and do everything on your own. Any of you who want to make recording a podcast a priority, I can show you how to do it yourself, help you get started. I could help you run it and produce it. If you want a professional quality podcast, I can get it up. I can get it online. Do your show notes. I can convert it to YouTube. I can get it on multiple platforms. There's other services are available as well. Reference the show notes for my email address to contact me